everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lucas and I want to thank you for clicking on my video today. So it is currently Saturday, July 13th, about 9:10 in the morning. I just left a neighborhood yard sale. There were about 10 of them. I think I only found like 7 of them. And I did not buy a single thing. That's how it's been this weekend. I went out to yard sales yesterday with my fiance and I think I spent 20 bucks and 10 of that I probably should not have spent. So it's just been kind of a weird weekend so far, but there's a lot of sales on the docket, a lot of time left. We're gonna go find them. Now I can hear you yelling at me through the video, why wasn't there any yard sale footage from this neighborhood yard sale? And the answer to that is, your boy is a big dum-dum. And I said I ordered a new backpack clip, but what I did was I put it in my cart and then I never bought it. So, very limited on the yard sale footage again this week. I might try and like carry it around, but the camera angle sucks, and you know, it's just not worth watching. So yeah, that's basically where we're at right now. I'm heading to more sales. I'm gonna sneeze, so I'll see you at the next one. Well guys, it's about 10 o'clock now, and other than buying some video games for my own personal collection, I've spent a whopping 50 cents on a copy of Scrabble, which obviously this is the first copy of Scrabble. I'm going to wait until I buy like 3 or 4 more and then bag them all the letters together. So that's a future listing. It's not going to get listed now. But yeah, it's just, there's not much out there today. A lot of sales, but I just haven't come across anything. So if I find anything good, I'll let you know. And that's right now. We'll just go on to the next one. All right, everybody, it's now about 12:30. I'm sitting in a Walmart parking lot. I had to use the bathroom and grab me a good old Diet Dr. Pepper. Ding. Figured I'd go over a few things that I found. That's probably really loud in your ear. First off, I got this videotape rewinder. Paid a couple bucks for it. Not like a big sale, but it was something. I'll get to that in a second. Got this GE tape player recorder. When I hit play, it wants to spin, but I think either the tape needs rewound or something. I don't know. I didn't really look into it much. Let me go over the other things I got at the same sale. Got this pretty neat Polaroid. It's called the construction camera. I've never seen one like this before, but the comps on it were about 30 bucks. I'm gonna have to test it. It also, in the bag it came with, was a roll of film. Then at the same sale, I got this new sealed Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game for 5 bucks. It looks like it's selling for about 20, 25, brand new. So at that yard sale, I bought the Polaroid, the tape recorder, and the Star Wars thing, and I paid 15 bucks. Then about an hour after that, I went to a sale and I bought this, and it's sweet, you know it from the thumbnail, but look at this. It's Anakin Skywalker's pod racing mask from the Phantom Menace. Now, it's not in the best condition. It is missing a lens. I'll kind of go over it a little more in detail whenever I get back. But for this, it sells for about 40 even with the broken lens, and I was hoping to get it for like 20, double my money, call it a day. And whenever I go up to ask him how much he wants for it, he pulls out a Boba Fett one, which is currently in a hard case. I'll have to show you when I get back to the apartment. Then he wanted $75 for the pair. And the Boba Fett one's in pretty rough shape, as you'll see soon. But I talked him down to $45 for the pair, knowing I can get 40 for Anakin. I figured I could get like 40 a piece for him, double my money, call it a day. But I don't know, I might end up keeping them because me and my fiance are pretty big Star Wars fans, and they would look awesome in our apartment. But I'll go over them and I'll show you a little more in detail whenever we get back to the apartment. So it's about, like I said, 12:30. Probably gonna go for about another hour, maybe hour and a half if I can still find some, and maybe we'll find something good, who knows. All right, everybody, it's about 2:20 and I'm heading home. I started heading home about 10 minutes ago, but I had to get some gas and stuff like that. But we ended up finding some stuff. It kind of picked up there towards the end. I got some like old car manuals, and I got an Apple TV pretty cheap. So we'll go over everything that I got this weekend, including yesterday, whenever I get home, or tomorrow, but it's in 10 seconds for you video-wise. There's another thing that I want to start doing, and it's I occasionally listen to music whenever I'm out yard sailing. Most of the time it's silent, but I want to start listening to more music while I'm out. And so this week's album that I listened to was the 1977 album Little Queen by Heart, and I gotta say it was pretty enjoyable to listen to. It wasn't what I was expecting, especially with Barracuda being the lead track on that album. It just really mellows out and really chills down, and Barracuda kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. But overall, it was a pretty pleasant listen. I enjoyed it, and I would listen to it again. 3.5 out of 5 stars. So that's this week's yard sale music review. I will see you all when I get back to the apartment. Alright everybody, it's now Sunday evening, and let's take a look at some of the stuff that I got. I've been working all morning trying to get some of this photographed. I bought another shelf that rolls out so that it doesn't block anything, so I figured I'd take the time real fast and record the rest of this, and let's show you what I got. Right off the bat, we'll knock them out of the way. I already showed you these. Showed you this one. This is Anakin Skywalker's pod racing helmet. He is missing a lens, but that's all right. I already showed you that one, and then this one is the Boba Fett one. The dent and some of the scuffs are supposed to be there. This one is dated 1997. It is Dawn Post, and so is Anakin Skywalker's. The only issue with this one is it looks, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, as if this piece fell off and then they glued it back on. And then his visor has a tiny crack in it. Ultimately, I've decided to keep these for myself. I think this guy's just in a little too rough shape to try and sell. I honestly didn't notice the crack. I noticed this, and that's how I used it. And I paid $45 for the pair. I think if I wanted, I could sell them for around $70, $75, like combined, not each. But I think I'm just going to hold on to them. They're pretty neat. And if I display this guy like this, you can't even tell that the other side's messed up. So really cool find, and they're going to look really good on our shelves. I went to a sale, and when I got there, they said if you fill up a bag, it's $3. And then whenever I went to check out, they said it was only $1. So I got a couple of hats. I got this awesome Oregon Ducks vintage snapback hat. It's in really good condition. There's a little bit of yellowing around the edge, but nothing on the front. Officially licensed college product. The brand is College Classics. So maybe that's a re-release. I don't know, but it's still really sweet. And then I also got this UAF Fairbanks Alaska hat. I think this is corduroy. It's adult. California Headwear is the maker. It's a little dirty. Probably needs a little cleaning, but I figured I'd throw it in. It was sitting right next to the Ducks hat. I got this little Radica poker game. I need to put a new battery in it and test it out. I haven't looked this up at all, but I couldn't resist. It looks maybe 90s. I don't know. But it's brand new sealed, and it is Mickey's Stuff for Kids, and it's decorative border that goes around the wall. And then last but not least, I got this Lakeshore headset. There's two pairs of these headphones in here, and this little box that you plug all the headphones into. I guess it's to make listening with a bunch of people. I don't know. I saw a few comps on there for around $25 for that, so I think $25 for this, maybe 10 to 15 on this. I don't know about this. We'll just say 10. Safety. The other two things I have no idea, so $1 into like 55 sounds pretty good to me. One of the things I bought on Friday were 4. I guess I only need to show you one. 4 of these pool cues. They have the Harley Davidson logo on them. They're a little dirty, a little bit scuffed up. This guy doesn't unscrew. A couple of them unscrew. One of them was cracked, and I knew that when I bought it, so I really only got 3. But I paid $5 for all of them, and comps on Harley Davidson sticks are really well, but I can't find this exact one, and there's not a brand on this one, so not really sure. Just kind of took a shot in the dark. I'll probably try and sell them individually, and if they don't go, I'll just lot them all together. But assuming... There it goes. It unscrews. They unscrew, so they shouldn't be too bad to package up. So, $5 for 3 Harley Davidson pool cues. The last thing that I bought on Saturday was this Apple TV, and it comes with its power cord and its remote. And I thought, you know, I've got a few extra HDMI cables around that I can throw in there, but guess what? It came with an HDMI cable too. So I paid $7 for that, and it looks like with just the power cord, remote, and box, it sells for about $40, $45. So I'll probably list mine at 50 and see if I can get it since I have the HDMI cord, and if not, I'll probably just take an offer of 40 or so, 40, 45 to see what happens. But it looks like the remote is the important part of this sale, so I still got to test it. Hopefully it works. Toward the end of my Saturday, I picked up 6 car manual books. We have one for the Chevrolet Cavalier and Pontiac Sunfire. This one is for a Chevrolet Venture or Oldsmobile Silhouette. I don't know. I can just show them to you. You guys can see what they are. But they originally had these listed at $1 a piece. And I said, hey, if I take 6 of your books, will you do 50 cents a piece on them? And they said, absolutely. So I think I could probably get like $10 a book at least. So that was $3 into 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I can math. The bigger books might be worth a little more, I'm not sure, and I think these go media mail. I think I can technically make a media mail, so I don't think there's any advertising in them. So, yeah, pretty solid find there towards the end of my Saturday. On Friday, I picked up this Nintendo Wii, and it does come with all of its cords, the sensor bar, and a controller. I paid $10 for this system. I could probably, it's in a little more rough shape than I thought it was now that I'm really taking a close look at it. She said she was about to close down because she had to get ready to go to work. She said $10 and I said sure. My other main reasoning that I bought it was, 1, could be a game inside. 2, I've got a bunch of those cheap Wii games that I've got listed for like $4 or $5 a pop that I can pull and put with this and kind of make like a nice little bundle. All those games are already paid for, so it's not hurting anything, and I might try and sell it locally on Facebook or something like that. So, yeah, a nice little find here. $10. I technically bought a couple of board games. I bought this copy of Risk, and I did a quick peek, and all the containers are filled, like it's all organized, like pretty well kept together. The box is not in the greatest shape. But that's never really seemed to be an issue with Risk games because they all just went to pieces. And then I got this electronic talking Clue FX game. The Risk was complete, and I took a peek at this, and there's a lot of pieces in here. Plus the board's like this really weird, gigantic. It's heavy because you've got to put batteries in it, so I've got to unscrew and make sure it's not super corroded or anything like that. But all his other games, he had some other board games too. That just weren't for me, but they were all complete looking, so I'm pretty confident. And yeah, so he wanted $1 a piece for them, but there was also a Bluetooth speaker that my fiance wanted, and he wanted 15 for that. So I just said, "Will you take 15 for all of this?" So I paid 15 for the speaker and got 2 board games for free. So it looks like Clue goes for around 20, and I think Risk is like 12 to 15 if I remember right. So pretty good find there for technically paying nothing. Figured I'd show you the video games that I bought for myself too. I bought this Metal Gear Solid The Essential Collection for the PlayStation 2. Metal Gear Solid is my favorite video game series ever, and this is just one of the versions of Metal Gear that I don't own. I paid $3. I'll just tell you at the very end. And then I also got this copy of Metal Gear Solid 4 limited edition, and it comes with the game, and it's also got this like Blu-ray comic book thing, plus the case is just really neat for it. That's one of the things I didn't own. And then I also just grabbed Dragon Quest 8. I might sell this. I'm not real sure if I want to keep this or not. Like I said, I do collect video games. That's one of my things, but this is all complete. He wanted $12 for this, as you can see on the sticker, $3 for these 3, and 2 for this. And so that was $17. I just asked him if he'd take $15 for all of it, and he said sure. So yeah, these Dragon Quest is the only one I don't know about, but these are definitely 100% going in my personal collection. I paid $10 and filled this bag with some Xbox 360 stuff. I got a copy of Grand Theft Auto 4 disc only, and a copy of Destiny, both for the 360. Then I also got 2 hard drives. This one doesn't have its gigabyte amount on here. This one's 120. This sells for about $10. The other one I'll have to plug in and figure out how big it is. She threw in these 2 PC games for free. We got Command and Conquer Generals. That was really reflective. You couldn't see that at all. Command and Conquer Generals and Trader's Gate, which is a game I've never even heard of. So those were, she threw those in, she said. And then there are 2 of the Xbox 360 power bricks and a set of AV cables for the Xbox 360. So I paid $10 for this bag. The cables go for about 10 to 15, or the power bricks go for about 10 to 15 a piece. The AV cable's not worth anything. I don't know about these games, and I don't know about these games either, but I paid $10 for this entire bag of stuff, so I think I'll do all right. They might sit a little bit, but they won't be hard to ship. The only problem with Xbox 360 power bricks is they are heavy, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Bought this little wind-up clock for 50 cents. I can't get it to stay working. It works for about, I don't know, 30 seconds and then quits. I don't know. I just thought it looked neat with the little monkey and figured maybe I could sell it for parts only or as a display thing. I wish I could get it working, but I couldn't find any comps on it. There's not like a name brand on it or anything like that, so it's hard telling. If you know anything about this clock, let me know in the comments down below. And then kind of ending on a purchase that I shouldn't have made. I picked these up on Friday. I got this stack of hats for $5. Let me pull them all out here. Mainly there was one hat in here that just I really enjoyed looking at, so I bought the rest of them. So a lot of these are beef related. Like this is the Cattleman's Club. It says beef, what's for dinner on it. Little like dad hat looking thing, snapback. Got this hat advertising Sidectin. It's like a stuff you put on your crops, I guess, or fertilizer. I don't know. I don't remember. I looked it up. This hat is pretty sweet. It's not snapback, it's buckle, but it's Catalyst. It's got the rainbow and like the checkered pattern. That's a pretty sweet looking hat. Here's another National Cattlemen's Association beef hat. Got this 95 Nashville hat. It says extra performance, expect it from Syntex. Got the guitar. It's snapback, pretty old looking. Probably the hat that'll sell first, if I had to take a guess, is this Purdue Animal Science hat, vintage snapback thing. And then the hat that I just couldn't stop looking at. It got a little flat in the bag, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. This hat was just really neat. It's another beef-related hat. It's the Indiana Beef Evaluation Program. It's got this big old patch on here. The hat's more, not suede, but it's not like your standard material that hat's made out of. Made exclusively for IBEP and the Excel Group out of Lafayette, Indiana. But this hat's in really good condition. There's a little bit of some staining on it, but this thing is just sweet looking. And I look terrible in it, but I just love this hat. This hat is so freaking cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything that I picked up over the weekend. I got a couple bats in the car that just aren't worth showing you guys. And then a pair of shoes that definitely are not worth showing you guys. And you saw the rest of it while I was in the car, so yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you liked the Star Wars intro. I worked really hard on that, built it from scratch, and I'm really pleased with how it came out. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button down below. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe to know when the next video comes out. Yeah, so appreciate you all watching this video, hanging out, and yeah, may the Force be with you, and I will see you all in the next one.